guys.
Guys, kalian tuh pernah kepikiran gak sih air yang kita minum ini sama apa?
Maksudnya kita kan tiap hari pakai, harusnya mana-mana aja kan.
Belum tentu, di banyak kota masih banyak limbah yang belum diolah dengan baik.
Jadi limbahnya kemana?
Kebanyakan sih langsung masuk ke sungai, termasuk sisa antibiotik.
Serius? Antibiotik bisa masuk ke sungai?
Berarti bakteri yang di situ bisa jadi kebal dong.
Iya, dari situ resistensi antimikroba bisa berkembang di lingkungan.
Dan kita bisa terpapar tanpa sadar. Berarti ini bukan cuma masalah rumah sakit lagi, tapi masalah kita semua.
Musim hujan kadang datang banjir, kadang dari Bogor, walaupun sini nggak hujan, dari Bogor datang banjir. Itu kan sampah dari atas sampai ke sini banyak. Ya, pasti meluap lah, tapi itu karena sampah juga, ada hujan juga banjir. Kadang orang buang juga atau dibuntel-buntel. Enggak pernah.
Turun langsung nggak pernah ya, Bu?
Nggak pernah. Depannya pengennya sih ya bersih, rapi, ya seterusnya gitu dan lainnya.
What residents hope for is simple: cleaner rivers and healthier surroundings. However, poor sanitation, unmanaged waste, and recurring flooding can create conditions that contribute to antimicrobial resistance. This challenge cannot be solved by communities alone. It highlights the need for stronger collaboration between communities, health sectors, and local authorities. Without timely monitoring and reporting systems, environmental risks often go unnoticed, delaying action and increasing potential health impacts.
And that's why we act.
Water is essential to life. We rely on it every day for drinking, cleaning, and living. But in many urban areas, especially in developing countries like Indonesia, water is no longer just a source of life. It has become a pathway for invisible threats.
Antimicrobial resistance, or AMR, is a growing global health crisis. It is responsible for an estimated 1.27 million deaths worldwide. In Indonesia, the risk is amplified by rapid urbanization and inadequate sanitation systems. Many domestic and medical wastes are still not properly treated before being released into the environment.
As a result, antibiotic residues and resistant bacteria enter our water system. These contaminated waters create an ideal environment for resistance to grow. Over time, rivers become reservoirs of antimicrobial resistance, and through daily exposure, this risk returns to us.
They show that AMR isn't only a medical issue, but also an environmental one. It reflects the interconnected relationship between humans, the environment, and health system, a concept known as One Health. To address the challenge, we introduced CureSpare HydroSeal, an integrated urban sanitation and AMR monitoring initiative designed to support healthier and more resilient cities. Users can identify high-risk areas through an interactive urban sanitation map. Communities can also report sanitation issues, drainage problems, or water contamination directly through the application. Every report submitted by the community becomes more than just data. It becomes actionable information. Through the integrated dashboard, government agencies and stakeholders gain a clearer picture of environmental conditions across the city. Our intervention aligns with the WHO Global Action Plan on AMR by promoting awareness, environmental monitoring, and collaboration. These platforms strengthen coordination between communities, health sectors, and local authorities. The initiative is designed within a 4-year implementation framework with a total estimated budget of $10 million.
Approximately $3.5 million are allocated for sanitation intervention and environmental monitoring infrastructure.
$2.5 million support the development of the mobile application, integrated dashboard, and digital monitoring system.
$1.5 million are dedicated to community education, awareness programs, and environmental outreach programs.
$2 million support healthcare partnership program, including professional guidance, educational collaboration, local healthcare engagement, and responsible awareness initiative.
The remaining $500,000 are allocated for operational sustainability, staff training, and long-term system maintenance.
Because a safer water
Means healthier communities.
And healthier communities.
Create more resilient cities.